David Horn, everyone, the better man. Hello everyone, I'm Will. I'd like you all to trace back in your mind the first time you met Danny. You know, for some of you it might have been recently. For some of you it might have been quite a few years ago. You know, because I remember meeting Danny for the first time. And I'm sure, like a lot of you, when you first met him, I didn't like him either. You know, he was, you know, even at 13, he was sort of saying things like, I'm Danny Horn, I'm gonna be an actor. If you listen to Blonde on Blonde, it's my favourite album of Bob Dylan's. But we met at Upstages, the Amateur Drama Actors Society, and we were in all sorts of shows, Billy Liar, Les Miserables, all things. But we really became good friends making films. And one film that Danny's already mentioned we made was called Shark Breath. A very provocative title. And we made 4 of these films. They were that good. And in the 4th film, also starred, well, Aaron Telly, he's already got a mention, but he's an absolute legend. In the 4th film, Danny, so it's a story about a superhuman being who just goes around killing everyone. And in the 4th film, Danny plays a very good cop in it. But in the final film, he gets this toxin in his body, and it divides his personality into good and evil. And Danny wanted to fight with himself, good and evil, in an epic showdown, and it all existed within his own mind. And that's Danny Horn for you right there. You know, he's the protagonist, the antagonist, and he's even the setting. You know, no other actor has quite that kind of range. You know, he's a man with severe determination and focus. Sometimes. You know, it's helped him to go to drama school. Helped him write his own album. I'm sure it helped him when he was in Doctor Who on Christmas Day with Michael Gambon. And it's even helping him now as he's writing his own musical. And he came up to me once and he said, Will, Cats. That's a successful musical, isn't it? And I said, yes, Danny. Cats is one of the most successful musicals of all time. And he thought for a moment, and he went, what about this? Gerbils. And I think we can all agree it's time those rodents got a story. A musical made about him. But he is an incredible storyteller. He's beautiful. And you know, when he's telling stories about his life, it's incredible. And you know, the good thing about Danny, he doesn't let the truth get in the way. You know, there was one time where he was going to an audition. And he was on his way there, and he was like, you know what? I don't want this. You know, this is not an audition that I see myself doing. You know, I've been in Doctor Who. You know, I've got a reputation now. I can be doing better things. And he decided, you know, he said, he walked home and he didn't go to it. And I remember thinking, God, that's amazing. You know, that's really good. He's really, you know, he's taking control of his career and the direction he wants to go in. It wasn't until later that we found out from Ellie it was actually because he was just sick on himself. But Danny is... he's very honest, though. Incredibly honest. Honesty, usually, good thing. But sometimes not with Danny Horn. He went to another audition for Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. And he, you know, it's on the West End. It's a pretty big musical, and it tours all the time, and Danny was up for the lead. And he went there, and I think he auditioned very, very well. And then they asked him a simple question, you know, have you seen it? He had. And then they asked him, you know, what did you think of the show? And I'm sure everyone right now can think, oh, yeah, I loved it, brilliant, yeah. But Danny's too honest. He said, despised it in every way possible, and it's kind of like GCSE drama, but on stage. Surprisingly, he did not get that role. sunny afternoon. Whoa. Got to mention it, haven't I? What a show. I mean, what a show. All those performances. They went to the Royal Albert Hall. They performed at Wembley Arena. And you know, it was just an incredible performance. An absolute incredible performance. Meg, you were incredible in that show. Danny, you were also in it. And I remember the first time Danny mentioned Meg. He was like, Will, I've met someone. I said, oh, brilliant. Who? He's like, well, it's the person who's my wife in the show. And I said, oh, what? So the person you get a kiss every night? He's like, yeah. And my first thought, I must admit, was, this ain't going anywhere. But then I met Megan, and I saw the two of them together, and, you know, something just felt right. You couldn't argue against it, and it was just a beautiful moment. And you are stronger together. You make each other better. Sorry, Megan makes Danny a whole lot better. And it's beautiful to see. You know, we used to do musical theatre together, but I don't, I don't do that anymore.
Do it!
No. It was years ago. I was a different person now. Cameras, that's my thing.
Mustang Sally.
I'm a different person now, yeah. Who am I? Can I conceal myself forevermore? Pretend I'm not the man I was before. Well, I'm not as good a lyricist as this man over here, and I've never written a melody that somebody should hear, so I'll steal a favorite tune, a memory to us both when we were boys. But now we're men. Now it often goes with the best man's speech can be rude and obscene. Someone sighs, the mothers cry, the truth is rarely seen. He's your brother, your son, your weird uncle, your friend, he's your groom. He's a wannabe Bob Dylan, an actor extraordinaire. He's got a fetish for gerbils and paying for drinks is rare. His passions are unbreakable and his dreams just won't die. There's a wife now in his life, hooray for Horn. Wembley Stadium have stamped their feet. Luke Skywalker sent him a tweet. Dumbledore called you his son. Ray Davis said, you are the one. People have called you a star, but we know what you are. He's a wannabe Bob Dylan, an actor extraordinaire. He's got a fetish for gerbils and paying for drinks is rare. His passions are unbreakable and his dreams just won't die. There's a wife now in his life, hooray for everybody! He's a wannabe Bob Dylan, an actor extraordinaire. He's got a fetish for gerbils and paying for drinks is rare. His passions are unbreakable, his dreams just won't die. There's a wife now in his life, hooray! For Horn and Megan!
Absolutely unbelievable.
Okay, so that's a bit done. Should be a good place to end it. I would say good place to end it. I'm milking it by carrying on. It's the epilogue. So I'm just going to round it off real quick. Danny, he's a great guy. But some of you might not know this. But Danny actually wasn't originally up for the role of Ray Davis. Danny was actually originally up for the role of the bassist. And he had a word with his agent, and he said, excuse me, why are you not putting me up for Ray? And they were like, Danny, you've never been on the West End, you've never been the lead in a West End musical before. Anyway, we all know how that worked out.
Yeah.
And it was incredible. And I remember him telling me that story, and I remember thinking, wow, that is incredible. That is the best decision he's ever made, because it led on to him being in that incredible performance. He was pretty decent in it, and he gave an incredible performance, and it led on to the role of a lifetime, and it was the best decision he ever made. Recently, though, I've been reflecting on that, and I think it was the best decision of his life. But not because it led on to Ray Davies, role of a lifetime, Royal Albert Hall. It was the best decision of his life because it led him to Meg. And if he hadn't done that, it's a sad thought, but we might not be here today, ladies and gentlemen. And, and because for Danny Horn, Meg, you're perfect for each other. So, I'm cured! No, please, everyone raise a glass to the newlyweds, Danny and Megan! I love you. And if